So we are going to start with the Gomukhasana. Bring your right arm up and bring it behind your back, and the left arm around, and you hold your hand together. You're almost touching the fingers.
Almost. Yeah, I think I can touch them now.
Yeah. And how's it if you try a little harder?
I can't really move this one.
You can't move the shoulder very
No,
much. Okay.
not at all.
Where does it hurt? Does it hurt, or you're just restricted?
I would say both. It's restricted and there's a little bit of pain in here.
Okay. For Gomukhasana hands-on adjustment, it's much better to do it from a standing, because then we have more room for maneuvering the arms and shoulders. So let's stand up. So why you think this is the case is because of the anatomy of the shoulder. We have a shoulder blade at the back, which also has at the end of the shoulder blade there is a ball and socket joint basically. The ball is made with the scapula, and the upper arm, actually the head of the bone, works as a ball, but the front, to keep the integrity of the joint, it's a watertight capsule made out of tendons and ligaments, so it doesn't allow the body to the joint to come out of the socket basically. To keep that integrity, the body has a security system where it tend to kind of clinch it, makes it tight, and that restricts your movement. And if you're somehow able to support that, you would see that your body or your shoulders get way more movement. So I would ask you to turn around, and while what we do is that we put the middle of the hand exactly on the top of the bone, and the fingers go just under the shoulder, and where we have a coracoid process, and on that one we give a gentle massage, which is not very pleasant, and it's quite a bit of a tight pressure, as you can feel. Once you've done that, your opposite hand, so because this is your left hand, my right hand holds your hand, you need to keep your arm completely relaxed. You're not doing any movement. I will do the movement. My left hand goes on the top, again on the roof of the shoulder joint, and the fingers again supports the coracoid area, and I bring your arm all the way at the back, and now bring the other hand from the top, and you should be able to hold the hands relatively easy.
I can even move it more.
Exactly, because I was holding your shoulder, and your shoulder wasn't scared anymore to come out of the joint. So it basically gives you more maneuverability in the joint. So you think that your stiffness is mostly because certain reflexes of the body actually restricts you from this posture. Okay, let's do the other side, and show us the other side. How do you do the other side? All right. So there is still kind of 2 or 3 inches gap. What we do, in this one, there are 2 adjustments. One which I did it on the coracoid process. The other one is where you bring the hand from the upper part. Your shoulder joint has really quite a few range of movement is quite a bit. So I hold it with my right hand, your left elbow, and my elbow is going just behind your right shoulder joint, and my hand is on the hip, and I just pull little bit your elbow behind your head. So the movement is behind your head. It's not, I'm not trying to pull it away from your shoulder joint. So that way your shoulder actually has a way more movement, and you can see that it's much easier. And we do the same thing on the other side, where first we give a little bit of a massage around the coracoid process, which you can feel very nicely. And most of these adjustments, while I'm pressing, they are not maybe very pleasant, but if you keep smiling, your body thinks you're having fun. So I hold them nicely, bring them across, and allow it slowly relax. The upper arm comes down, and you can hold them really nicely together. You would see at the moment you still find maybe a little more challenge to hold. There is stiffness, but when you do it 2 or 3 times like this, you would see you can easily do Gomukhasana without any problem.
And the other one, when we did it, I was able to move the shoulder even more to push this arm back.
Exactly, that flexibility will increase as the time goes, as you practice.
Okay.
So most of the time we use belts and we use all these other props. It gives a great feeling that you're holding it together, but it doesn't improve a little bit later. With this method, you would see that your Gomukhasana becomes better as the time goes.
Right. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.